Welcome to the Blissful Heart channel. I am Desiree Lee, here to give you your weekly Bliss Fix an energy read for the week of July 9th to July 15th, 2018. Hi, welcome back to my channel, to all of my subscribers. And for anybody that's new, I am a twin flame reader who is currently doing energy reads and surprise videos that have yet to be recorded, but I'm open to doing any surprise videos that I feel I'm going to be directed into helping guide people into self-love, preparing them for union, and just helping people be more about self-love in general, people even outside of the twin flame journey. So these things are yet to be revealed to me, but I do have to say that I've missed you guys, and wow. I'm like thinking 2018 is the year of the trickster, because like every time I feel like I'm coming up for air, I'm like, yeah, everything's great, it'll last like a week or 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden I'm feeling overwhelmed, I don't feel well, like life is all hectic and crazy again, and then I feel great, and anyway, this has been going on, and so I'm not going to even say like, oh, everything's stable, because I don't think it is. And this month of July is definitely like got all sorts of things going on. I guess there's 5 planets in retrograde this month. Mercury went retrograde like a week ago about. We have a full solar eclipse in Cancer with the new moon on the 12th, which is coming up in this week's energy read. And we have another eclipse for the full moon on the 20... I didn't write it down, but it's like the 27th approximately. So, I mean, this month is all about like slow but intense energy. And we know that Cancer energy can be incredibly emotional, and the power of our emotions can either take us to great breakthroughs and release, or they can totally like be manipulative and take us down, right? So, I mean, there's definitely going to be this need to get straight with who you are and what you're doing and how you're expressing yourself, and are you expressing yourself, and are you holding back? And I just feel like, these, it's almost like, I mean, I live on the coast, so like if you've ever ridden in the West Coast ocean, the waves here can get pretty aggressive, and I've definitely almost lost my life in a couple of wave riding experiences. And that's kind of like what I feel like this year is, where it's like you catch a wave, you're feeling great and everything's fine, but then the wave crashes on you, and there's like this undertow, and it's pulling you back into the water, and you can't come up for air, and you're drowning, and you think you might just die, and then you get up and you're like, okay, and then you do the same thing, like I feel like that's this year. And the thing is that you do come back up for air, and what I'm feeling is so important to stress to everybody right now with this reading is like, I feel that we're in some incredibly opportunistic doorways in terms of overcoming, soul contracts and old karmic lessons, okay? And I think this came through in my last full moon reading, actually, which is only available on Patreon. If you want to plug into Patreon, the link is in the description box below. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we're definitely, being challenged to get super committed about where we want to go. Like, don't give up, I mean, I've definitely had, like, especially with all of the physical problems, issues I've had, I've definitely been feeling incredibly detached from my goals, and just dealing with getting better. And, it's so easy to let that be a defeatism, and I'm just sharing with you that even though I was feeling that, I continually would get up and pray. I continually would, come to my cards and look for answers, and you can't lose hope just because you're feeling kind of detached or like challenged, right? And I just feel like that's the big message, and we might even see that come through in the energy read today. So for the overall energy of this week, I'm going to be pulling from the Barbary, where is that? little book. Oh, the Barbary Zodiac Oracle. Okay, I know you guys can't really see it with the lighting, but the Barbary Zodiac Oracle. And I'm also going to pull from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. So we're going to have 2 cards for the overall energy of the week of July 9th to the 15th, Spirit. What is the overall energy for the human collective for the week of July 9th to the 15th? Taurus, card 2. Ground yourself. I mean, that's definitely like grounding earth energy. And then from the Work Your Light Oracle, what is the overall energy of the week of July 9th to the 15th for the collective? Starseed, what lights you up? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pull those cards up on the screen and talk about the overall energy for this week before I pull the individual weekly breakdown. But here we have the Taurus card, card 2. And this one's super fresh because it just came up in one of my clients' readings prior to recording this. But the Taurus energy is this idea of, or the key concept is I have. And it's the earth element. It's fixed, right? And so I'm really interpreting this as like getting grounded, and it's associated with this starseed energy, but it's earthy. It's getting like grounded in what you have. You know, I'm also hearing like count your blessings, and really try to celebrate where you come from and how far you've come, and you know, try not to let yourself focus on what you don't have or the things that haven't gone right, okay, or the things that are currently challenging you. And then I'm going to just read from the book on the starseed because I just love, and they're short and it's perfect. So starseeds are souls with a double mission: to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out, and that there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet in hospitals and schools and slums and mansions, on stages and in edit studios and parks and nightclubs and taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share, and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. What lights you up? That's a question you ask yourself. So, I mean, in reference to this reading, I just want to say that, yes, of course, I believe in celebrate starseeds. I really think that I'm a starseed. You're probably a starseed. If you're a twin flame, you're definitely a starseed. But, you know, in terms of those labels and titles, I'm just, you know, I'm not a fan, because I really think that everybody has a purpose here on the planet, no matter how conscious they are, right? We all are contributing something in some way. Obviously, for more evolved or conscious souls, we feel this desire to give or to do something outside of our own selfish needs to really feel good about life. And to me, that's just an evolved consciousness, an evolved soul. So as this overall energy, I feel like they're telling us to kind of stay. If you're not sure what your mission work is, then yes, you need to ask yourself and like get clear on that. Okay, but I feel like more importantly, with, you know, my viewers and, you know, anybody that happens upon this video, that it's more about like stick to your guns on like what you came here to do. You already know what you came here to do. Get grounded and rooted in what are the steps you can do, and, you know, again, try to focus on how far you've come, and I just know there's a lot of like kind of pull back energy happening right now. So I'm just asking everybody to stay committed, okay? So let's go to the weekly breakdown. I'm going to pull from the Cosmos, Tarot, and Oracle. And I don't know what the other deck is yet, but I'm going to pull from the Cosmos, Tarot, and Oracle first. feeling like lots of cosmic energy this week. So the Cosmos Tarot and Oracle, and then probably the Chakra Insight Oracle. So there are Oracle cards mixed in with a Tarot deck here, but let's see. Angels of Truth, Love, and Light. For July 9th and 10th, what are we looking at? We've got the Four of Air, Ursa Major, standing up for oneself. Ooh, okay. And for the middle part of the week, approximately July 11th and the 12th, that's going to be our solar eclipse and new moon. We have the Eight of Earth, Horologium, time passing, milestones, progression. And then the tail end of the week, approximately the 13th, 14th, and 15th, we have Earth, the King of Earth, Auriga, long hours, complex work, earned accomplishment. I love it. And they're all from the Tarot. None of them are from the Oracle deck. So for the second deck, I'm pulling from the Chakra Insight Oracle, and I just remembered that I decided to previously pull the cards before I recorded, and I just went back to my old ways today. Must be meant to be. Okay, so the secondary card we got is Personal Boundaries, card 16, Choice, Assertiveness, Empowerment, Authenticity. That's happening at the beginning. Then we have the Eight of Earth. Oh my gosh, I just realized we got a lot of Earth, right? Okay, anyway. Eight of Earth and 42, Insight, Understanding, Awakening, Awareness, Self-Evaluation. And then the tail end of the week, we have the King of Earth and Throat Chakra, card 29, which is an 11. Boom. Okay, so looking at this weekly breakdown, we have, well, first I like that we have air, and we have 3 earths because the Taurus is earth, and then we got earth, earth. Starseed is very much like celestial. Okay, ether. So we have 4 of air and the 16 personal boundaries in the beginning. So, I mean, wow, like they're basically saying the same thing, right? Because the personal boundaries card is saying choice, assertiveness, empowerment, authenticity. So it's like, and it's part of the sacral chakra. So it's definitely this like willpower energy, and the Ursa Major, or the 4 of air, in this particular tarot is talking about standing up for oneself. So I do feel like we are going to be faced with some challenges that are going to be very much connected to your insecurities, your fears, and your doubts. So this is one of the things I found, in terms of personal growth, right about when we're going to hit some sort of milestone, which we're seeing happen the rest of this week. We kind of get this like final challenge, and it's like, have you truly overcome your insecurities about this or your fears about that? Like, are you really sure that you're ready to go forward? So I feel like this is kind of like the 9th and the 10th we're going to be kind of facing, and I'm hearing even possibly prior to that, like this week that I'm recording in. But like really being like asked to, again, get like certain and confident, and even though you may have been hit a few times, just like stand up for what you know to be true in your heart. Don't look at like the facts of things that have hurt you or like deterred you or mistakes you've made. Don't look at that. Just look at your truth, okay? We're going to see that here too. So then we move into the middle part of the week. This is with that new moon in Cancer, and we have the 8 of Earth and 42, Insight. So the Insight card is clearly with the third eye, or this, our connection to our higher consciousness, and it's about awakening, awareness, and self-evaluation. And then this 8 of Earth is talking about time passing, milestones, and progression. I'm really hearing like big portal opening, like doorway. Like this is a doorway. And in the image, I don't know how well it's going to show up in the screenshot, but we do see this clock with, oh my gosh, what's the name of those flowers? I know these flowers. I want to say chrysanthemum. But moving through the center of the clock, And it looks like the clock's about to tick at 9, which would make sense because it's the 8 of Earth. But wow, what beautiful imagery. And it's all floating in the solar system, outer space. Woo! I really lose myself in that. So we're seeing this idea of like earth and nature and elements with the flower influence. And then the clock with the time passing and things shifting, all floating out in the ether, right? And in that ether space, we also have our third eye, intuitive consciousness, and self-evaluation. I mean, you guys, to me, it's like there's no point in even elongating the conversation. This is an opportunity, okay? This is what I was talking about before I even pulled cards. We're in a karmic transition. There is like a big evaluation coming, right? It's like these cards I was talking about where we have to like stand up for ourselves, kind of come into a state of authenticity and self-empowerment. And it is like this, I'm hearing like a passage, like a rite of passage. That's what I'm hearing, rite of passage. So, wow, all right, wow. I'm so glad I showed up to record for you this week. This is exciting. Okay, so then after that energy, and still, like I always say, the energy of the full and new moon takes like, it can pass 3 to 5 days prior and 3 to 5 days after. I even read somewhere that it's a total of 12 days of energy. So, just because it doesn't happen on the exact day doesn't mean it's not happening previously or afterwards, okay? Just know that. All right, so at the end here, we have the Earth King, or the King of Earth, and Throat Chakra, card 29. So long hours, complex work, earned accomplishment, Throat Chakra. I mean, this to me is like this idea. I mean, obviously the King is, a court card, like of graduation again, like mastery, and it's next to the Throat Chakra card, which is so much about speaking our truth and faith. I recently did a workshop focused strictly on the Throat Chakra, and in all of my years of studying the chakras, and I can tell you that I've been doing it for over 20 years, like reading them. I really understood the throat chakra on a very, very deeper level in preparation for this workshop. And it really is this kind of mastery of all of our lower body chakras. So, family, sexuality, self-esteem, love, and compassion. And then we're here and we're like, I know what I want. I know who I am. I believe in God. I trust in things. I know that everything happens for a reason. Like, it's so much like certainty, and I'm getting chills on this. Like, it's so much overwhelming, like confidence. Like, their questions aren't even there in terms of like what's going to happen next and what am I supposed to do. It's just faith. And you say what you need to say. You trust who you are. You trust your mission. You trust your purpose. You have graduated. So, I mean, I'm really feeling like that's earned accomplishment. Like, I'm feeling like a celebratory energy. And Spirit's like, not of the partying variety, which we, as Americans anyway, and I feel like that would be worldwide, really. But, when we think about celebration, I mean, there's this idea of party and throwing down, but I'm feeling more like a reward energy of like a significant shift, a feeling of completion of old emotional patterns, and like receiving like solid or material rewards for our effort. Yeah? Wow. That's rich. Rich with goodness. I love it. Okay, so for our final outcome card, I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And just take a peek at our final outcome message, Spirit. What would you like to share with all of the viewers today? Thank you. The Fates, card 17. I mean, this card, I feel like, comes up all the time from this deck, and it is about this idea of destiny, of the Wheel of Fortune, right? Of everything having a divine time, which is really what I was picking up on with the Eight of Earth card earlier. So, I mean, Spirit's saying, that everything happens for a reason, and it happens in its most divine time. And it's up to you to trust in that. And to really, they're saying to really access your faith, no matter where you are, no matter how dark or dismal you might be feeling right now while you're viewing this, you know, that it's important for you to really kind of come into this sense of certainty that you deserve good things, okay? Yeah, so like while things unfold the way they do, like while there is this karmic wheel, they also want to remind you that you might be in a state of believing you don't deserve things, and Spirit cannot reward you if you're holding on to this energy of nothing good ever works out for me. My fate is everything being shit, you know? Like if you're holding on to that attitude, it's important for you to use this portal opening as a graduating step of letting go of any lack of self-worth, right? And that's what came through when I was pulling those cards. So, I mean, every single person on this planet deserves joy, including you, all right? And I don't care what you've done in the past, or how many mistakes you've made, or how many regrets you have had, or how much crap has happened to you where you feel like you have a conviction that nothing good happens to you. I mean, who's to say that nothing good has happened to you because all you believe is nothing good will happen to you? You might, I mean, you definitely have an opportunity to release that karmic belief that your life is always going to be garbage, okay? And I feel like, you know, obviously that's a harder, more aggressive message here. It's obviously the people that Spirit wants me to reach out to most specifically right now, because I'm being channeled to talk about this. But, you know, look at your wheel of repetition. You know, use this early part of the week to really get clear on what you need to clear, and start using some self-affirmations, you know, start using some positive thoughts, prayer, you know, get intentional about where you want to go and what you want to let go of, and believe you deserve all the good things. I'm sending you all so much love and light. I will talk to you next week. Mwah. If you want to order a reading from me, I am still offering twin flame readings and private soul journey readings, either 25 minutes or 45 minutes, through my website, DesireeNicoleLee.com. So just because I'm not showing up with those weekly twin readings doesn't mean that I'm still not doing readings for the twin flame community. And you know, now that I'm on the upswing, I'm going to really try to get some of those recordings done for my Patreons. Thank you so much for your patience. You guys are so fabulous. I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.